Right guys, Gaffed is back with the explanation to the Red Hot Momma, the Chicago opener, the best trick in the world, whatever you want to call it. This is a kind of variation of that trick. I saw this on Spidey Hypnosis channel. This was from about 2 years ago. Fantastic little trick. Does require a little bit of a gaff card setup, so you are going to need some of this re-stickable glue spray. This is 3M photo mount re-stickable glue spray, available in any good stationer. You're going to take any random card, you're going to destroy this card, and you're going to trim about 3mm off all four sides. So you're going to trim that off all four sides. You should be able to see with the border, look, I've trimmed some of this card off. You're then going to get your card you're going to use. It would be best if this was a joker. If it's not a joker, you're going to have to remove the other 10 of diamonds out of the pack, are you? I'm not sure whether you do need to remove it, but if it was a joker, it would probably work better. And then you're going to get this card and you're going to stick it on the face of this card. So you've got a little bit of edge of the card underneath showing. You're then going to get some tape. And I'm going to put some tape in this top right corner, like this. I'm going to put some in the bottom left corner, like this. And then I'm going to stick this template over this card. Now you're going to make sure that you've got this card, you've got a little bit showing on the card underneath all the way around. So you're going to square it up, tape it down. You're now going to get your spray from about 12 inches away. You're going to spray the back of this card like this. You're going to wait for the glue to dry, because if you don't let the glue dry, the glue can transfer from one card to another. So let it dry on the card a bit. And then when it's dried off a little bit, you can peel your tape off. Get rid of your tape. Remove the tape from this end. You can get rid of that. What you're going to end up with now is a little bit of glue, about 2 or 3mm around the border of this card, but you will have no glue in the top right corner and the bottom left corner, or when the card is this way around, it will be the top left and the bottom right. There will be no glue in this area. So once you've prepared your card, you will end up with a card which looks like this. This 7 of clubs has a little bit of spray all the way around the border, apart from the top left, bottom right. So I can stick this over a blue card, press it down around the corners, and for all intents and purposes, let me get rid of this, this will act as one card. You will be able to be quite free with it, it won't come apart. But because you've got no spray in this top left, bottom right, depending on the orientation of this card, there will be no glue in this corner, so the card will separate. So when you furrow shuffle, you will separate the blue card from this card. So once you've prepared your card, this can go on the top of the deck and we're good to go. Right, if your card's on the top of the deck, all you need to do is shuffle that card to the bottom. Once it's on the bottom, you're going to catch a little pinky pull down on that gimmick card, turn into a thumb break. You're going to swing cut some cards into your left hand, and you're going to just peel cards off one at a time. You're going to say to your spectator, whenever you want, just call out stop. Let's say they say stop right here. Throw this card onto the table momentarily, put the two decks together and deposit that gimmick. So the gimmick's here now. Say, look, we'll take the next card as well. Put these two cards together. So you forced the gimmick, but this card was 100% free choice. Push the gimmick aside. We say, right, the first card, I want you to remember this card. You won't see it, but they will. And you're going to place that card somewhere into the deck, but all you're going to do is push in, push down, catch a break and double undercut it back to the top. Basically all you need to do is get this card onto the top of the deck any way you want. It doesn't matter how you do it, just get this card back to the top of the deck. Once that card's back on the top, you'll go back to this card. You say, right, I want you to sign this card. If you're a bit wary about this being a double card, you could just simply place it on the top of the deck, give the spectator the pen and say, look, can you sign this card for me? They'll sign the 2 of spades. You're going to break off about a third of the cards from the bottom, slide this card over, turn it over so they can see the red back, and bury it somewhere into the middle. So to the spectator, you can't be any fairer. The first card was put in and lost. The second card was signed, put in the deck, and the deck was being closed up somewhere. I mean, you can spread these cards on the table, say, look, your card is somewhere in the pack. And just to make sure they are lost, you're going to furrow shuffle now. Now, I can just about see the gimmick. So you need to break off some cards above the gimmick, the double card. This is the top card, remember, so make sure this stays on the top when you furrow. And you're literally going to furrow shuffle the cards. But what's going to happen is, in that process of the furrow shuffle, you will be separating the blue card away from the gimmick. So you're going to push them all in. Now when you're doing that, when I'm pushing the cards and I can feel it and I can kind of hear it coming away. So now when you spread the cards, there will be one blue card which wasn't there before. You need to scoop all the cards below it, take your blue card out, scoop all the cards above it, remembering this was the original top card, place it on the deck. You're just going to momentarily say, look, the first card you put in the deck was put in and lost. You're just going to get a little pinky break under the top card while you're doing that. That looked a bit obvious, but in the real world you just drop your hand to the side, you'll get a little break, bring it back up, place these 2 cards together and say, look, I'm hoping to do a double lift to show the 5 of diamonds. Turn the 5 of diamonds over and place this card on the table. You'll say, right, we'll do that again. You can give them another furrow shuffle if you want. This is just kind of misdirection. And if we spread the cards again, there will be one blue card. You'll spread the cards, there won't be any blue cards apart from this card, the 5 of diamonds. Now this is the real kicker, because this is a blue signed 2 of spades. So what do you think to that? I mean, you can spread these face up, look. Oh, that's a double backer. Don't have a double backer in your pack. You can spread these face up, look. They won't see any of the gimmick cards. That sticky card will have stuck to some other card at the moment. Where is it going to be? Somewhere in the middle. You just got to go through, you'll find where the sticky card is. If I just go through, I should find it. Is that it? No, that's it. But because you've got no spray here, look, you can easily separate it. That's whatever that is. This 7 of clubs, that's my sticky card. So I'll show you again. You've got glue all around the sides, but none bottom, top left, bottom right. And it's top left, bottom right, depending on the orientation of this card, look. But let's just say you're left-handed and you furrow with the other hand, and it would be the other corners, I would imagine. So you've got no sticky here. This card on the top of the deck, or it could start on the bottom, it's up to you. Right, let me just show you something crazy. This is going to freak you out. You could even spread the cards and say, look, I'm going to get you to pick a card in a minute, and this way you're showing red cards. Right, pinky pull down, catch a thumb break, swing cut. Right, just call out stop for me. Stop right here. Momentarily put them back together. Tell you what, we'll have the next card as well. Remember this card, Jack of Spades, Gaffer's favourite card. We're going to put that into the pack and we're going to lose that somewhere into the deck. Right, this card, the 2 of spades, can you sign that for me? Little scribble. Break off some cards off the bottom. Thumb this off. Turn it over, showing a red card, and lose it into the pack. You know what? We'll give it a bit of a shuffle. So in that process of shuffling, you will have separated the gimmick from the signed card. This should be the top card, the Jack of Spades. Right, now if I do a magical like this and a spread, bloody hell, where's that blue card come from? Take these out. take these out. A moment of misdirection where you push off and catch a little break. I thought that was a double card then. Place the blue card on the top. Say, look, I didn't see the first card, but I was hoping it was the Jack of Spades. The second card, well, if I spread the cards, there will be one more blue card. Oh, there isn't one blue card, but there is this one. This is going to freak you out, but this is your signed 2 of spades on a blue back. So there you go, guys. I've got to say I absolutely love this trick. So make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the Gaff Canning, post notifications, and we'll see you tomorrow for the giveaway reveal. I've already been informed by Andrew that somebody spent the £20 necessary to win the invisible deck. Ray Butler, was it? So I'll get that deck off to you ASAP. So come back tomorrow, guys. I will pick a random comment for first place. First place gets to choose one of the 5 remaining decks. And second place, I will send you a mystery deck with whatever's left. So yeah, give this a go. Let me know how it works for you. I think it's fantastic. It's fairly simple. There's not really much difficult moves. Although somebody did say, Gaffer, how do you do your furrow shuffle? A lot of people furrow shuffle like this from the bottom. They do that and they push up from the bottom. I cannot do that. I break it off, tap it, and I do it from the top. Much easier with warning cards, brand new cards, fairly difficult. So break off, tap them, hold them nice and tight and square. Place the 2 packs together. You're going to arch this way a little bit. You're going to do this a little bit, and you will find that the cards just weave together. Now, I'm not going to get a perfect furrow shuffle. With this particular trick, when you do furrow shuffles, the hardest bit of getting a perfect furrow shuffle is the start. Don't worry about that, because as long as they start to go, they tend to always go. Whether you get a perfect start or not, once they start to go, they always go. So you're probably going to catch that gimmick regardless. So I break off from the top, tap it to get it square. I'm holding these 2 packets quite tight on the top. I'm tilting towards me. I'm tilting towards me. And all the while, these cards are just sort of weaving together. So there you go, guys. Smash the like button and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.